Welcome back to Crossroads, and thank you so much for being with us this morning. You know, we've already had stars on the show, and we are going to close it out with someone that I grew up loving, Miss Holly Robinson Peete. I mean, I had the pictures of 21 Jump Street posters on my wall. Thank you so much, Holly, for, she can't hear me. I can see her saying she can't hear.
Oh, now I can.
Oh, you can? Okay, cool.
Hey.
We'll start over. Hey, girl. You look so pretty so early in the morning.
Well, you know, this is how I woke up.
Girl, I know. That's what I'm talking about with kids. That's how you wake up.
The kids and lashes.
Wait, and so you need to do this book. Okay, we're going to start over. Y'all ready? Okay. Okay. Welcome back to Crossroads. Thank you so much for being with us this morning. I have the Girl, they telling me to stop. They told me to go. They told me to stop. Hi, kids. How Rodney? How everybody doing while I'm waiting? Everybody doing? Thank you so much for being with us this morning on Crossroads. And joining me is one of my idols, someone I enjoyed growing up watching on television, Holly Robinson Peete. I don't know about you guys, but I loved you in 21 Jump Street, girlfriend. I had the Holly Robinson posters on the wall.
You didn't take me back to the 80s with that 80s hair, did
Girl,
you?
yes. And I tried to do that with the Jerry curl that I was sporting at the time, and it did not work out.
It was a bad era for hair altogether.
But you know what? It was a great era for young black girls because we had you on TV and you were like an idol for us.
Yeah, you know, Jump Street is an enigma. And still to this day, people will recognize me from that show because there really weren't very many young black girls in roles of prominence on TV during that time. So I was proud of that show and still am.
You should be. And there still aren't a lot of, you know, positive African-American role models for our girls. How do we change that?
Oh, well, you know, we just have to pick and choose better. And the hard thing is there's a reality, which is we have to work, but we have to pick and choose our roles and make sure we pick roles with integrity.
And, you know, you've always been someone who's done that, and I just applaud you for being there. You know, I grew up watching you, and you're someone that I can let my nieces look at and say, look, this is a powerful, strong African-American woman. How have you been able to maintain when Hollywood is trying to pull you to go another way?
I have a really wonderful team around me. I've been really blessed to have a supportive husband. I got 4 kids who keep me very busy, and then everything is about them. You know, it really becomes about them. And like you said with your nieces, it's important to have people that do projects that your kids will watch and they'll be proud of. So, you know, it's just what I do.
And you've got a new project out. You've got a book about moms. Tell me about that.
Well, I actually didn't write the book, but I wrote the introduction and the foreword for the book. I partnered with Quaker Life Cereal to be a part of this campaign. It's actually a sweepstakes. If you go on lifesbestdays.com, moms can log in to be a part of this book. The book is called Book of Life, Making Your Best Days Happen. And basically it's an inspiration, wisdom from famous moms and celebrity moms, but also some everyday heroic moms in my view. And, you know, motherhood is a journey and we all need help. So you can actually log in, try to win this book. It's a one-of-a-kind, and you can be among these mothers. But even if you don't win this book, you can log on and upload your own page with words of wisdom, things that inspire you. We're trying to start an online community of mothers to talk about the things that matter to them.
And as a mom, Holly, what matters to you? You've got the 4 kids. I know I saw you on Larry King Live when you were talking about your son and autism and the crusade that you're going on with Jenny McCartney. What matters most to you about being a mom?
You know, it's all about raising global citizens, raising kids that are going to give something back to this earth, that can sort of get out of their little bubble of space and become productive advocates at a young age. I don't think it's ever too soon to start telling your kids, teaching them the power of philanthropy, how important it is to give back. And every day we drop our kids off to school, we say, go out and inspire somebody, do something good for someone today. Mm-hmm. Don't ask for any thanks or any praise, but just do it, and you'll get it back.
What's the toughest part about being a mom? I know I recently became a mom. My son's 19 months old now, and it's the choices that you have to make with regard to the kids, girl. I mean, you just have to make some tough decisions. If I was still single, I would do this, but now that I'm married with children like Al Bundy, I've got to do it this way. You
Yeah.
know, how, the choices are just so difficult sometimes.
I have to say, sometimes I wake up in cold sweats because of the enormous responsibility of having children, and you have to make all the right decisions. You're right, but you're going to make mistakes. You're going to not, it's like the game of golf. I don't know if you ever tried playing golf, but one day you're really, really good, the next day you're not so good. And so it's a journey, and you learn, and you teach your kids that failure is important to learn from. That's another lesson that I love to teach my kids. But that also applies to us moms. We're not perfect, and it's a journey, but we're going to get there together.
Now, what's next for Holly Robinson, Pete? Because I'm looking for you on TV somewhere, girl, at the movies. What are you doing? What you got coming up?
Well, there was a long drive strike out in L.A., so a lot of us weren't working. But I did a movie for Lifetime Television last summer, and I want to continue doing some more movies for them. That really works for me because I can go away, do a film, and then be back home with the kids. And so it fits into my schedule. But I love TV. I want to go back on TV. I'm going to do some more roles. But the philanthropy thing, I have to say, our Holly Rod Foundation has taken off so much that it really has kept me busy, and I get a kick out of philanthropic work. So I'll be doing a little bit of everything.
Now, a lot of people, I know about Holly Rod, but a lot of other people don't know. What exactly is the foundation about?
The Holly Rod Foundation started because my dad had Parkinson's disease, and Rodney and I started 10 years ago to help elevate the quality of life for people with the disease. But then somewhere in the middle, my kid was diagnosed with autism, and we started advocating a little bit more for that. We don't particularly raise money for autism, but we want to get awareness out there and start a dialogue about this dreadful disorder that is really, the numbers are just off the charts. 1 in 94 boys will be diagnosed this year in this country. So it's important to talk about it, and I think that we've achieved the mission of getting people, communities talking about it.
And you did. I'm telling you, when we saw you on Larry King Live, I was on the phone with about 5 other moms who have babies, boys in fact, and we were all just, our mouths dropped open when you guys were sharing your stories.
Well, thank you, because that was the whole deal. It was a long, hard family decision, decided to go public. Rodney and I, in our marriage, we've shared a lot about our personal life and been an open book. But when it comes to autism and it's your kid, it was a hard decision. But we're so glad we did it because the blessings we've received as a result and the people we've been able to inspire made it all worth it.
Miss Holly Robinson, Pete, here this morning on Crossroads, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate having you.
Thank you, Sheletta. Take care.
Okay, bye-bye, girlfriend.
Bye-bye.
And you guys, thank you so much for being here with us today on Crossroads. This is all I've got to give you. Join us next week. We'll have more celebrities and more fun. Have a great rest of the weekend.